Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's holiday stream. Today is a unique one because I'm actually going to be playing this game for the first time, so I'm pretty excited about that. Well, not the first time, but the first time on stream. First, though, I do apologize because I started so late. I honestly just sort of lost track of time. I was doing some work over the holiday weekend here, and yeah, just time got away from me, unfortunately. And then for some reason I thought I wasn't going to start until 7:30, and then I was like, wait a minute, when do I ever start at 7:30? I was very confused by myself. But either way, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to play this little game for you guys. It's a really fun, strange sort of manufacturing game that I particularly enjoy because of the science context that it has. It's kind of neat. I'm just going to shut off my camera here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll start up a new game for you guys and just show you kind of the idea. You can think of it similar to like an RTS, a real-time strategy game, but in the end, the idea is that you're trying to make drugs most efficiently as possible, or as efficiently as you can, essentially. So it's pretty interesting. It's a very unique sort of setup thing. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of different ways that you can start this game, where you have all sorts of crazy stuff. And one of the cool things is that you always have competitors that are doing a bunch of interesting stuff. I like to start on beginner just because, you know, it's kind of cheap and cheesy and easy, effectively. But you can see the goals are kind of interesting, where sometimes you have to get profitable, sometimes you have to make specific types of treatments, sometimes you have to get to a specific level of treatments, all sorts of different stuff. It's kind of cool. It's I appreciate the science behind it, and I think that it's just it's a fun interpretation, essentially, for lack of a better term. So in this case, I need to earn a total revenue of $1 million within 10 years. So essentially, the way that we start doing this is we need to get ingredients, and then we need to use those ingredients in order to do stuff, right? So in the end, the idea is that we want to make compounds. We want to make drugs of some sort. So you can see here that it tells us both the good and the bad things that a particular item does. So in this case, you can see we can make a painkiller with this sour metaceous crystals. Metaceous crystals? I don't know. And then with this one, it does eventually relieve hypertension, but at the same time, it'll increase blood pressure. Now, the funny thing is those are literally the exact opposite of one another. Hypertension is high blood pressure. So you can't have something that relieves hypertension and at the same time increases your blood pressure. That is like exactly the opposite of what you can possibly do. It's very strange. Okay, so I'm going to hire an explorer real quick so that we can go and explore the forest, so that we can try to get new ingredients. I'm going to import these crystals here, and then what I need to do is I essentially need to have this ingredient going through the line and then exporting it somewhere else, essentially. So since I started with these two, then whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Because I started with these two particular things, or these particular areas here, it means that these are what I have to deal with. So in this case, my ingredient is this, and so it is currently inactive. I can upgrade it with an evaporator, and essentially what I need to do is I need to get the range up in this case. So I can go to my little machines, my basic machines. You notice this decreases concentration by 1. The evaporator increases concentration by 1. So what we'll do is we'll start making our little belts here. And then, this is going to be interesting. So it's going to have to be like this. And then bam. Right, so that that'll increase it by 1. I need to increase it by 2 in order to have an active component. So in other words, I need another one of the evaporators in the line. Do this again. Dang it, that's not what I wanted. Cancel, cancel. There we go. Okay. I guess I could do this. It's kind of awkward, but it'll work. So again, part of this game is trying to get the most efficient sort of capability that you can. Or the most efficient sort of structure within your own little thing here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it off pause. So now the whole thing will start moving. So see, here comes my ingredient, and it'll go through here, it'll get evaporated, and it'll do its thing. And you can, one of the nice things is you can essentially label everything. Ah! That's not what I wanted to do.
Product name required.
So now I gotta name my product. Dantec Egg Stomper! That's what I'm talking about. So essentially, this is what you do. This is how you go about playing this. And you notice that I'm not profitable yet. I'm working on it. We're close. Oh, we're only in the whole $5. Yay! We're making money. We're profitable. Not by a lot. We're only profitable by $18 per sort of day here. Essentially. Hey, it's Marathon. Hey, Marathon, how you doing? I've been here for not too long. I just got here like a few minutes ago, essentially. So yeah, just sort of hanging out. It's very exciting. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Let's go and... Here we go. So let's do some research. So one of the nice things about this is we can go and we can get some better stuff, right? We can upgrade our equipment, get better equipment, get better capabilities, get new capabilities, essentially just massively increase our output. It's kind of like if you all have ever played like the paperclip game, it's sort of similar to that. Now you notice the scientists only make $30 a day, whereas the explorers, they make like, what was it, 50 a day? I'm just saying. Alright, so these two are both really good to have because instead of increasing or decreasing one step at a time, they get increased or decreased 3 steps at a time, which is pretty awesome. Okay, let's see here. So this is pretty sweet. So what this does, this decreases the cost to make specific items, which is kind of cool. This thing, I'm not sure how I can deal with this. I guess I can study it. Do I have the thing to study? Because that's really what I need. Let me buy this. Okay. Celery analyzer. I don't have an analyzer, unfortunately. What do I need to get an analyzer? Celery. Ah, boo. The problem is that I can't afford more. I can barely afford what I have right now. Oh, hey, TH. How you doing? Hi to both of you. Yeah, I mean, the scientist thing, it is... I mean, it's not completely accurate, but it's depressingly close, I should say. So what I can do is I can essentially rebuild this same path, but just have more stuff. Just make it more active, make it stronger, essentially. Actually, I don't think that'll really affect it, though. I still don't understand how this Zerite extract works. It makes no sense. I'll just go ahead and work through here. It's not good because my profits go down the toilet very quickly as I'm paying the scientists to do their jobs. I may have to take out another loan, unfortunately. But this is pretty much the game. It's a really cool little production efficiency type thing. It's really neat. So what's the point? Oh, you missed that. You missed when I was introducing this game to nobody in particular, since no one was here. So essentially the idea of this game is that you are a pharmaceutical company and you are trying to make products. You're trying
New ingredient discovered.
You're trying to cure diseases. You're trying to do all sorts of cool stuff. Antidepressant! Woohoo! I'm gonna make some antidepressants, you guys. It's a really interesting little thing, and the idea is that you have to utilize your space efficiently to make sure that stuff isn't bumping into one another, and you have your little production lines all set up and stuff. So it's kind of cool. But essentially, yeah, you're making drugs. That's basically what it boils down to. So here, I'm gonna do essentially the same thing as before. So here, you can see the whole process, Merthwin. Ah, that's not what I meant to do. Alright. So, it's really unfortunate because I can't do anything with this. Sometimes, when you update something to a specific level, you'll see the entire screen like shaky type of thing. And, it's kind of neat. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a little bit.
Upgrade points.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any upgrade points. Alright, so we'll get this. And now we have to do the same thing where we need a couple of evaporators. I'll put an evaporator here. And then I'll put one here. And then I'll make some pill makers, or pill printers, rather. Ah, shoot. Ugh. That was extremely inefficient on my part. Alright, there we go. Now I'm gonna go pretty deep in debt for a little while here. But thankfully, once I get these going,
a competitor has released a new product.
No! Evil competitor. What? What? You made a product called Painkiller? Oh, Ache No More. Okay. But yeah, it's really neat, and one of the things I love about this particular game, Merthwin, is that you have there's a bunch of different things that you can do essentially. Oh, here we go. May find an ingredient. Liver medication, skin medication. I can't go to the desert. I want to get some liver medication. How's my research coming along? So essentially, once I get these done, bing. So now that those are finished, I can essentially upgrade my lines so that I'll only need one each of these things, so I can sort of compress everything together. It makes it a little bit easier. This I need because I need an analyzer. So the analyzer is kind of cool because it tells you everything you need to know about the drug. One thing to note is that this is the most basic, simplest difficulty that this game has. And as you can see, it's pretty impressive. So unfortunately, I'm gonna miss out on some of this stuff, but what we do get to do is this. So again, I can make things a little bit more compact. I can make it a little bit more efficient, a little bit better overall, essentially. And you can do all sorts of crazy stuff when it comes to like mixing drugs together and all sorts of wackiness. It's super cool. There we go. So see, now I've made them at least a little bit more efficient. All right, so let's get this going. I'm going to lose out on some profit initially.
Product name required.
But now technically I made a new product. So now I have a new product instead of Ache No More or whatever it was. Whoa, how am I losing so much money all of a sudden? There we go. Whew. That scared me for a second. But yeah, it's a neat little game. It's pretty cool. Oh, shoot. I'm losing money. I'm not losing a lot, but I'm losing enough that it's worrisome. I may have to fire my Explorer.
A competitor has released a new product.
No! Eases migraine. The Katana Headache Crusher. That's a terrible name for a drug. It's hilarious, but it's terrible. But yeah, I mean, again, this is a very, very small functionality, essentially, in this particular case. Dang it, I'm losing profitability.
New ingredient discovered.
Okay, good. I got a new ingredient. Oh, I can't use it! I can't use this! Oh, that's really frustrating. What I can do, though, is I can fire my Explorer. So that'll save me money on a daily basis. So now, essentially, I'm just waiting for my research
complete.
To catch up, because what the research will let me do is build the analyzer so I can actually determine precisely what I can do with some of my ingredients. I can essentially find out more about them, type of thing. So it's kind of cool. So see, this is pretty awesome. The planning permission is very helpful. Desert is very helpful once you get further into it. But yeah, lots and lots of cool stuff. And again, this is the most basic difficulty level. This doesn't even give me access to all of the stuff. I can go into sales. It's okay to have a lost leader. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh, speaking of, one thing that I didn't mention, I'll be...
research complete.
I'll be out at around... what's it called?
A competitor has released a new product.
No! Alright, so I got the analyzer, which is good. Oh, you use that thing, dude! It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Okay, so here's the problem. Now, I got my analyzer, which is great. Unfortunately, I think I need to fire that scientist. Well, I can see what national headquarters unlocks. Will be best. This would be good. I mean, I would much rather have the scientists stay on staff, essentially. Okay, so here's what we can do. So essentially what this will do is this will tell me everything that I need to know about a specific drug. It'll tell me the maximum sort of capability that it gives me. Gosh, shoot. It's not what I wanted to do. All right. Ah.
Analysis complete.
There we go. That's what I needed. Okay. That is completely worthless and unhelpful, unfortunately. It gave me the max strength of the bad stuff, essentially. So it doesn't really do me a lot of good. Oh, I'll be out at around 8:30 because I gotta go. I've got some work that I need to do, unfortunately. Strength, concentration, drugs. So I can keep going and see if it gives me any more info.
Analysis complete.
Okay, there we go. So the problem now is like, I mean, I'll do it. I'll use it. So I need to go 1, 2, 3. I need to go 4 down, essentially. All right. I mean, I spent the time analyzing it, so I'll go ahead and use it. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, you piece of junk. That's what I meant to do. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I gotta get the loan, unfortunately. Loans are us! I have to get it down by 4. Which means I need one of these. Wait. Need one of these. And then I need one of these. Alright, maker, pill printer. I might not be able to afford the belts. Oh man, I'm so close. This is bad. This is bad. It doesn't really frustrate me too much now.
New world event.
New world event? What happened? Acid reflux. Person versus plate. Nice. Oh, please start making money soon.
Product name required.
I am at the optimal that I can do. Okay, good. Hey, I got the blood pressure contradiction achievement. That was close. That was close. Y'all saw how close I was on that. That was crazy. That was crazy. But there you go. So see, now I got my drugs working. We're pumping through. We're pumping through. Thankfully, I've already got my analyzers.
Research complete.
Research complete. Awesome. Woohoo! Purchase price of all machines down 10%. That's good. Let me see here. Huh. See, like, these things start to get super crazy. They really do. They start to get completely insane. Fairly fast. I'm gonna go ahead and do desert expeditions. And then I'll probably temporarily leave the scientists so I can get some expeditions out. And since I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and buy this. Really, the biggest reason I'm buying this is because it has 3 instead of just 2. And that's relatively
A competitor has released
uncommon.
a new product.
What? Prevents gout but causes headaches? This game, I swear, this game is hilarious. I love it. Okay. Here, let me get my analyzer up here. Alright, so should I analyze? Alright, so that I've already analyzed. Let's check out the antidepressant. So one of the interesting things here is it has a specific catalyst, and that means that it requires an action to it before it actually works effectively, essentially. Hey, I'm profitable. This is awesome. That's all I can ask for in this game.
Analysis complete.
Let's see what we got. All right, so prompt sleepiness. All right, so we need to be far away from that. Sounds good.
Analysis complete.
All right. Antidepressant. Okay. But yeah, this is pretty much how the game goes. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, that's perfect. I just need 3 of those. Now the problem is I don't remember the symbology for the catalyst. Let me see. This doesn't have like a what's it called? Doesn't have any real information. Because I don't remember what that symbol means, and that's the problem. Oh, upgrade with. Okay, I need a dissolver. I need a dissolver. Which is weird. Okay. So, in order for it to become active, I have to use the dissolver thing. Ooh, upgrade to combat's ADHD. Well, there you go. Here we go. Where's Rev lately? That I don't know. I honestly have no idea. So here, let's try that. Let's get my dissolver. Actually, move it out a little bit, and then belt it, and then you can get this guy here. The problem is you can't literally have a machine feed directly into another machine. You have to have belts between them, essentially. Alright, so let's help all those ADHDers.
Research complete.
Alright, desert location, score. And like I said, I think I'm going to have to fire my scientists so that I can explore a little bit. If you remember, they talked about binge eating, right? So, ooh, sexual health medication. Lungs, digestion. So digestion was the... shoot. I can't afford 2.
Insufficient funds.
And I can't even afford to hire one, and I just fired my scientists. Dang it, I can't do anything. Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. This is very strange. ADHD. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to figure this out because that's what I said. I honestly don't remember exactly how this works. It's been a long time since I played this. Oh, see, you can remove it. That's what I needed to look at. So like with this, you can't remove it, of course. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, I have to be... Wait, but it is between... Oh, it's at 14 right now. Okay. Okay. So, I have to get it down by 3, and then I can do this. Alright. Sorry. See, again, I barely remember how to play this. I click to the left control, delete drugs. I just want to move it. I guess I can't just move it. Okay, now this should work. Let me see here. What happened? Because it was at 11, and then I did that. I'm so confused. I can't remember what the catalyst thing does, or how that works. Catalyst and concentration, and upgrade with a dissolver. I can treat angina. I can combat liver disease. Dang it, what is that symbol? I truly do not remember exactly what that does. Alright, let me think about this. I genuinely don't remember exactly how the catalyst stuff works. Because essentially this should be changing. Because it's within the proper concentration, but then I need this catalyst thing. And I don't remember how to get that. I'm gonna stop my import because it's just a waste. Need to get back in the profit. And try to think about how to do that because I don't remember. Like you said, it's been a long time since I've actually played this game. I honestly don't really remember exactly how. But it's really cool. It's a neat little game. I really enjoy it. Huh. Ingredients. Okay, so this says that this has the catalyst. So do I have to mix them together maybe? Is that what it is? I mean, either way, I can still turn this dude into a nice little drug. In the meantime. So if we look at my ingredients, what was I doing? I was dealing with this guy. So I just need to go up by 6, essentially. So
A competitor has released a new product.
not cool, bro. So up by 6. And then up by another 6. And then we got our pill printers.
New ingredient discovered.
Pause that. Blurs vision, causes constipation, and soothes a rash. These ingredients are great. I love it. Oh, so great. Okay, so here's how this works. Now I remember it. I need the mixer. I need to get the little shaker thing in order for this to work properly. Because essentially what the multi-mixer does is this allows you to have the catalysis thing going. So it's pretty awesome. The shaker is kind of weird. This actually literally reorients the order of how the drugs look, essentially. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire my Explorer. You're gone, bro. And then I'll go ahead and finish off production up here. So I'll at least get this going.
New world event.
Uh-oh, what's the new world event? I need to make a gout medication. Can I make a... Oh, shoot. I forgot to actually start importing my drug. I fail. So where's the gout one? I know that one of these was a gout one. This one. Alright, so here, let me see what I can do with this gout thing. I don't have a lot of money to work with, but since everybody is worried about gout, we can make this happen. I know, I'm not profitable right now,
Product name required.
but I just made a new drug. I made the Positivity Strengthener! Treats angina. Boo.
Analysis complete.
Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so stay away from there.
Analysis complete.
Alright. Okay, so that's the ideal. Alright. So let's take a look. Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. I just need to increase it by 3 though. So that's not bad. The problem is exporting it. So I can increase it by 3 really easily. But then I'm not certain if this is going to work. I'm going to try though. If it does work, it's gonna essentially clog up this whole thing a little bit, which is unfortunate.
Product name required.
Boo! Antidepressant. Dantec Gout Ease. It's essentially the same as their drug. So essentially the problem now is I can only ever have 1 pill going through each day type of thing. So having both of these little makers here is kind of worthless. But I'm at a higher profit margin now, which is good. So I'll take it. Yes, it's Dantec. Look, I have the Dantec Pain No More. I have the Dantec Hypertension Decreaser, the Dantec Positivity Strengthener, and the Dantec Gout Ease. It's the greatest drugs ever. Alright, let's get my multi-mixer. Go science! You have to be a multi-million-dollar company. That's the whole point. Ooh, I have one of those things. So I can upgrade these.
Insufficient upgrade points.
So that little thing is kind of helpful because it gives me a boost in the profitability of my drugs. I am selling my drugs! And all of my production line is completely happening.
A competitor has released a new product.
What? No! They got an ADHD medication before me! Boo!
Research complete.
Well, I got my multi-mixer. This will be helpful. I have to buy something right now, but... Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Because I now have this little catalyst thing, what we can do is this. So I'm already pulling this guy in. Now what I need to do is I need to pull in... Where is it? This one right here. Because that's the one that has that type of catalyst. So I pull this one in. And then what I'll do is I'll pull part off of this line. Actually, let me make sure that I do this correctly. Okay. Right. And then this. And then this. And then I can analyze. Woof! That worked out actually quite nicely. I'm kind of surprised. Whoa! That's terrible. What happened to the whole helps with ADHD stuff? See, this is what I mean. Oh. Okay, I get it. So essentially, this is where this weird thing comes into play. This is where the shaker comes into play because it adjusts where everything is essentially. Oh man, I can't afford to. Well, I guess I can technically. So, dang it. I've already got 2. Let's go back to production. So I'm going to stop this import for now because I really don't need it. And then I'm just going to cut this out here. So it'll stop this production line essentially. It'll still be here and I'll be okay to use it when I need it. But, yeah. Wait, Rev? Where's Rev? I don't see Rev. Oh, is it just on the viewer list? I'm not paying attention to viewer lists. I'm too fancy, yo. I'm super cool. I'm busy making drugs. I can't be bothered to be looking at fancy viewer lists, knowing who's doing what. I'm busy sciencing and researching and pharma-ing.
New world event.
New world event! Skin rashes. Man. Woohoo! Cost less. Not a lot less, but less. Lab expansion is very important in this game. Oh shoot, that means I've got researchers just sitting around doing nothing. Yes, please. Huh. Creamer is good. So the drug packer is nice. Because it allows you to essentially do stuff a lot more efficiently. Which is pretty cool. The autoclave and the condenser are just awesome though. I may as well do alternative delivery since I've got the scientists. Okay. Ah, this is gonna suck. Because now I have to figure out how to orient all this. There's an antidepressant down there. Now the problem is figuring out exactly how they mix. Or at least in part, that's the issue. So I'm mixing it with this. So that means that this needs to go down. Alright, I'm gonna try it. We'll see how it works. I kinda doubt it, but we'll see. Let's shake this bad boy.
Invalid position.
I know. Give me a break. I'm trying here. Your internet sucks. I'm sorry. Look at it shake. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. It's so cool.
Invalid position.
You're in invalid position. Okay. Alright, let me see how this works. Oh, right. I should probably import the other stuff, huh? Duh. That'd help. Oh, right. It has nowhere to go. There we go. See, boom. Now I have the catalyst, and now I can increase this. Oh, man. But it needs to go up now. So right now it's at 6. So it needs to go up and essentially then back down immediately. So evaporator, go up, and then concentrator, right back down. So help me, I will make an ADHD drug. Shika, shika, shika. Alright, so then it goes to the dissolver. Yay, combats ADHD. Woohoo! And look at that. Look at that sweet, sweet profit. 368. But it's 6. I need to get it to 15. Holy free holies. That means I need a minimum of up by 9. Good lord. Alright. Increases by 3. I can't fit this. I have no way to fit this here. Shoot. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We'll get that. Move that back. Rid of that. Move that back. Rid of that. Rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Alright, let me think here. So we're going from here into the shaker, and then into there, and then that's going into there. This has to go in here. Here, let's move this down. And it has to go in here. And then it has to go in here. Dang it. Oh shoot, now I can't remember what order everything goes in. Yeah, that first. Okay. Alright. Dang. Well, unfortunately I gotta get going anyway. It's very exciting though. So yeah, there's...
Game saved.
There is the basics of Big Pharma. It's a fun, crazy little game. Just for funsies, I'll show you guys this thing. So the full unlock. Just so that you guys can see what all you have. Right? So, here, let's pause it. So you start with all the machines, okay? Look, it's a deep sea blowfish! It's so adorable! So you start with all the machines available, but you still gotta find your ingredients and do all your production and stuff. But look at all this craziness. So you get your autoclave and your condenser, and then look, you get a chromatograph. Like, it's insane. The ultraviolet curer decimates concentration. Sequencer. You can specify concentration. You can make a Hadron Collider, you guys. Who wouldn't want to make a Hadron Collider? And then you have the packer and the centrifuge, which is kind of cool because you, this is all the stuff where you can mix and match and swap and all that kind of thing. So the injectors versus the pills versus the cream, all this kind of stuff changes how the drugs can be sold and how much they're sold for, essentially. And you see all this stuff is done. But if you remember, on the game that I was playing, it wasn't, not all of this stuff was here. It was essentially cut off at advanced processing with these two. This entire upper portion was all gone. It doesn't have that in the basic game. Same thing like down here, you don't have any of this. Like, look at this. Regulatory connections? Like, this is insane. It's insane. You can apply pressure when necessary to ensure our products are looked upon in a favorable light. So in other words, if you have a bunch of side effects and you're like killing children, then it's okay. Outsourcing. Woo! You can reduce salary by getting cheap labor. Yay! Industrial espionage is really cool because you get to spy on your competitors a lot more efficiently, which is so cool. But yeah, this game is like, it's super fun. It really is. It's so cool. But with that, unfortunately, I've got to get going. Like I said, I got some work stuff to take care of. But you all take care. Hope that you enjoyed it. I am back on the camera now. So bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care, Mirthwin and TH. Rev, you didn't say anything, but I believe that you were there. And other than that, what else was I going to say? Oh, keep an eye out for poll for Saturday. Because I should have that out Thursday or Friday. So either way, take care, everybody. Bye-bye, and have an awesome week.